Hi, John Legadakis here at Funded Study. Welcome. Really appreciate you joining us for this short video. We're going to talk about one of the training providers that we represent here at Funded Study, Service Skills Academy. I'm here today with our General Manager, Steve Waterson. Thanks for joining us, Steve. Steve, what can you tell us about Service Skills Academy?
Thanks, John. Service Skills Academy has been one of our approved training providers for the last, I think, 12 months now. Very impressed with the way they look after our students, but just to kind of reiterate, Service Skills Academy has been around themselves, that name entity has been around for just a few short years, but they're backed by an entity which is called Waterson's House, which is a training provider in Brisbane for over 19 years now, and have been in the service industry for that time, and that's particularly in which they focus their training and broadening their scope as they expand into other industries.
Yeah, and we've actually visited Waterson's House College. It's a beautiful location. It's right on the Brisbane River, Kangaroo Point. It's one of the oldest homesteads in Queensland, and over the years it's been used for different things, but currently right now it's being used as a college. And we talked, Steve and I, we also talked previously about when Funded Study takes on a training provider, the way they get our stamp of approval is they have to fulfill 4 criteria. And what I wanted to ask you, Steve, if you could tell us, with Service Skills Academy, how did they fulfill those criteria?
Yeah, look, just briefly, John, we've one of the criteria is to be industry professionals before funding became available or before they enter into the funding space. And
sorry, so I did interrupt you there. So we're talking there, I'm not sure if you mentioned this earlier, but when we're talking about funding, we're talking about Vet Fee Help, which is a government program that allows you to sort of study now, pay later when it comes to diploma, studying diplomas. Yeah.
That's right. So the assistance that's available there through Vet Fee Help, and often training providers will just add things on scope as a supply of a course, and it's important to us that with Service Skills Academy, that they were industry professionals, and so they certainly demonstrated that by their background, especially in Brisbane and extended areas and partnerships throughout the country, where they've been in that industry of hospitality, travel and tourism and events, which is their core base of courses, where they've been training. They have commercial cookery classes in the Gold Coast, and soon to be expanding as demand rises in that industry. But they've been doing this for a long time, and their funding for Vet Fee Help has been a recent venture, because they've seen the opportunity where there's potentially barriers to an industry or a trade that can be quite costly at times, that can be assisted through Vet Fee Help. So that's just another indication of where they were industry professionals. They've been doing this in this industry before the funding became available, the assistance that's currently there through Vet Fee Help. Just to add to that, one of the recent courses that they've just brought on scope is Childcare, and which may seem a bit of a left wing as opposed to cooking or hospitality, but I guess it's all still service and industry, and that's under the Mary O'Connell School of Early Childhood, and they have joint ventures with G8 Education, which is listed on the Australian Stock Exchange, one of the largest providers in Australia. And so that program, which aligns with our second and third principle of becoming an approved training provider, is they have almost a guaranteed placement for their childcare students. They go through and they can place them into vocational training so that they can get the accredited hours that they need, and often they will turn into an employment opportunity as well. And so that's one of the first obstacles that's overcome is getting the qualification and then getting the experience. So they're certainly in line with our principle of job outcome, placement outcome, the opportunity that sits there, and obviously in line with our guarantee that we work with our students until they find employment. So there's very much support there. And of course, it's also available distance. So it's important that those that may be in certain areas remotely, they don't necessarily have to go to campus, but they can learn distance, and the quality of that, especially when we're talking in the context of childcare, is because of the quality is that if they're in a distance location, they will still find a placement for them in childcare, because that's how long-reaching, no matter where in the country, and that's one of the difficult things to obtain. And it's the placement in there, the working with the children where the real education takes place.
And that's, I guess, something really important for everyone watching this to understand, is that with all these diplomas that Service Skills Academy offers, no matter where you are in Australia, you can enrol for these courses and take part in these courses. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. The only limitation, of course, is the commercial cookery, which is pretty hard to cook online. Although there's a lot of online cooking shows, the actual practical skills is a classroom-based exercise. So yeah, look, definitely diploma events, travel and tourism, hospitality management for those that are looking to get into the industry. They'll train them not only just to, it's not, hospitality management is not just about learning how to, serve people, but be the manager, run a hotel. Those that have been in the hospitality industry want to go to the next level, that's the ideal qualification. So they're well equipped with that, and their support, I guess, last thing to discuss around Service Skills Academy is their support is exceptional. Our students are having such a very positive experience with them, feeling very supported, and they actually have a task force designed to not only find them placements but work opportunities and experience. And that's one of the major obstacles that people have, is they get a qualification and they lack the experience, especially if they're changing industries. So Service Skills Academy has a whole team focused around working with their students towards that employment focused outcome, which again reinforces our position, of course, is that we guarantee to work with our students until they find employment. And aligning ourselves with Service Skills Academy, we're so much further up the path of achieving that than had we not had them on board, and we're really excited with some of the new programs that they continuously bring out to support and encourage their students to be successful.
Yeah, great. Well, I really appreciate your time, Steve. I hope everyone that's watching this has learned a bit more about Service Skills Academy and what we do here at Fund to Study. To get in contact with one of our career consultants, feel free to visit our website, fundtostudy.com.au, or you can call the number that you can see here on the screen, 1300 820 767. Thanks for watching.